Anyway, sorry, the internet connection is really bad this night. Anyway, this will be just a quick overview. I already spent 30 minutes more just to fix the connection problem. But anyway, just thank you again for the time. So I'll be using the remaining 30 minutes for a quick overview of the topics that we'll be discussing for the subject. Okay. So going back, again, the subject I'll be discussing about 3D animation, and for the beginning of its development, we do have clay animation before. The first clay animation that was fully featured was Chicken Run. I'm not sure if we were able to see this movie, but in my time before, it is very ano bala sikat siya nga na movie. I do have toys before that have Chicken Run characters on them. Okay. Also, I also posted here some modern clay animations. So I've added here the list. So we have Coraline, Monkey Bone, Paranorman. Paranorman is also good. Okay. And of course we do have additional clay animations here. Okay, so next is we do have with the age of computers. Okay, I hope I'm still online. So next, with the age of computers, at the beginning we do have 1995, our first fully featured 3D film, that was Toy Story. Okay, followed by wait, let me just how do I
Ano? Oh my god, situation.
yeah, sorry for that. Well, anyway, going back, that was from 1995, right? Going to 2019, which is you can see now the difference between these animations, especially when it comes to the level of detail. So just a quick overview on how I started with 3D graphics and into animation. So I started with Animator. So this is a free 3D application way back in my high school years. So I used Animator to create the research device that we use to present for our high school research. Yeah, we don't have internet again, but anyway, I'll be just posting this after editing. Okay, next is we do have 3ds Max. So I was able to explore 3ds Max as well. So I use 3ds Max for my college projects, and especially doing some minor visual effects. Okay, you can see more of my 3ds Max projects in my DeviantArt account. Okay, so the internet is now going back. Yeah, so next is wait, I forgot the yeah, I'm still sharing my screen. Okay, before the internet was disconnected, I was discussing about 3ds Max, then followed by Maya. Okay, I had difficulties in using Autodesk Maya. It's a little bit difficult for starters. So I don't recommend that you use Maya right away if you want to explore 3D. Of all the 3D applications, I guess 3ds Max is the most user friendly for me. Okay, so medyo hapos lang siya gamiton compared mo sa other 3D applications. Also, I was able to explore the old version of Blender, but unfortunately Blender, it's really difficult with its old state for the UI. So eventually I gave up on using Blender and proceeded with 3ds Max. Okay, and then next, as you can see, Blender now has a new UI. So that is the time that I tried exploring Blender and use it for some of my projects. And of course, I was also able to use SketchUp, Google SketchUp, for creating some projects related to creating electrical plans, electrical layouts, and of course some architectural projects. You can also run Google SketchUp via your web browser. So if you don't have a good laptop or good desktop, you can use SketchUp on your web browser. Okay. Yeah, the internet is gone again. I'm not sure why the internet is always have a problem with this right now. It's much more faster before. But anyway, in continuation, so what to explore? So we do have here the following applications that you can try exploring if you want to learn about 3D animation. So we do have obviously we do have Blender, Autodesk Maya, 3ds Max, Cinema 4D. So you can purchase a license or you can use a trial version of Cinema 4D, and of course Houdini for the visual effects. Okay. So I've also added here ZBrush. You can explore ZBrush if you do have Windows installed on your computer. Okay. And then I've also added here V-Ray and Octane Render. So if you want you to have another rendering engine to test with your 3D software or your animation, you can use V-Ray and Octane. I usually prefer that you try to explore Octane. It's really fast and it's also good for creating let's say very nice renders. Okay, so those are the different 3D applications that we can try to explore. Okay, next is we do have for the next generation animations that we can try to explore later on. You'll be amazed on the different techniques that they apply to their animations. We have Luca coming Pixar film. You can also see Houdini examples from the Moana movie. Okay, and then a combination of traditional what do you call that, stop motion animation, 3D, and some visual effects with the Kubo movie. I've also added here next gen animations and next gen details for the recent Pixar movie, which is Toy Story 4. So you can really see the details. So just imagine from where they started from 1995 Okay, to 2019. So you can really see the details with the clothes. Okay, scratches, even the stickers. So makita mo gid ang details. And then some of the tools as well. So we do have Marvelous Designer. So you can use Marvelous Designer for creating the clothes of your 3D characters and later use them for animation. And of course, what I've discussed before in our class, we do have Substance Painter and Substance Designer. Okay. And for this subject, we'll be exploring the different principles of animation. So we have 12 principles of animation, which is depicted in the YouTube video entitled Illusion of Life. Next would be keyframe animations. So we'll be exploring how we could integrate keyframe animations within Blender. And the next we'll also try to explore grease pencil animations. Okay. And next would be the physics animations or physics simulations. So we'll try to create fire, smoke, rigid body simulations or soft body simulations. And then finally next so we do have rigging. So we'll try to explore on how we can properly create rigs on our characters. Next would be rendering. Okay. And then next will be compositing. So we'll try to experiment on how we could deal with different compositing features within Blender. And finally, we'll try to do some visual effects using Houdini. Okay. So unfortunately, our connection is still not good. I'm not sure why. Okay. Speed test. It's still slow. But anyway, as soon as I'm able to edit the video, I'll be posting it online. Okay. So I guess that's it for now, class. I supposedly need to discuss more about Blender, but unfortunately due to the internet connection right now, it's not possible at the moment. Okay, so if you do have questions, please post them on our questions channel. Yeah, it's not yet connected. Okay, so just have to post them on the questions channel so that I would be able to answer them later. Okay, so still live. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for tonight, class. Sorry again for the slow internet connection. I'll be sharing this slide so that you can check them later. So slow. Okay, get link added with the open this link. Okay, just post it here on. Oh, already created the question channel. Resources, just post it on here. Alright, so that's it for tonight, class. Thank you for your time, and I do hope the internet connection will be better next meeting. Okay, I'll be discussing more about the topics that I've posted here on our presentation on our next meeting. So that's it for this night. So thank you and stay safe. Goodbye, class.